Hello again. Once upon a time, there were two great friends who were also really into their skiing. And they had a long weekend, so they thought, we'll go up to the mountains, have a good ski. So they had a camper van, they got into their camper van, loaded everything up, set off, and they're sort of trundling along, and suddenly they get caught in this tremendous blizzard. I think, what are we going to do? We've got nowhere to stay. There isn't room for us to sleep here, and anyway it's too cold. And there's nowhere around here. Can't keep going. As they're wondering, they suddenly see this big old house. So they think, perhaps whoever lives there will take pity on us. So they drive up, knock on the door, and this really lovely lady appears at the door. She's quite young, very beautiful. And they say, is any way you can put us up for the night? We're really stuck. So she said, problem is I've only just been widowed. And if I let you two stay in the house, you know what people are like, tongues will start wagging. She said, but I have got a barn. You can go and stay in the barn if you like. So they said, well, thank you very much. And we promise we won't be any trouble to you at all. And if it's eased up by the morning, we'll just be on our way. So she said, yeah, that's fine. So off these two young men went. One's name's John and the other's called Keith. And they have a relatively good night's sleep. Wake up first thing in the morning and the snow's gone. The blizzard's passed. It's fine for them to carry on. So off they go and they think nothing more about it. Until 9 months later, when John gets a letter through the post and he opens it up. He's really, really concerned and puzzled by it. Can't make it out. And then the penny drops. And he goes and sees his friend Keith. And he says to him, do you remember about 9 months ago we went out skiing and we got caught in a blizzard and we spent the night in a barn belonging to a beautiful young widow? Keith went, yeah, I remember that. And he said, now, be honest with me. Did you get up in the middle of the night and go and see the widow? And he went, well, yes, I did. And then he said, could you by some chance have given her my name? Actually, yes, I did. He went, oh, because she's just died and she's left me every last penny she's got. Shame on you if you were thinking that I was going to say something else. Letters. Letters are something that we don't get very often now. We get bills, we get invoices, we get spam mail, we get rubbish, but we don't get proper handwritten letters anymore, things that really mean something, which is a shame because I think we all like to get them. The Bible is made up of quite a few letters written by the Apostle Paul to fledgling churches around the world. There's Paul's letter to the Romans, Paul's letter to the Corinthians, Paul's letter to the Galatians, all sorts of people, the Colossians, people of Colossae, you name it. Paul was writing letters to them. And they were letters that meant a tremendous amount, that people could pass around from one to another, that would be a source of comfort and encouragement, and just knowing that somebody else was there who was thinking of them and praying for them. And those letters, which are now in our Bible now, actually are as valid now as they ever were. Now I wonder, is there anybody around here who you think would value getting a letter? Something that they could read and put down, and they maybe pick up and read again and again and again. A letter that would show them that you're thinking of them and that you care for them. Maybe you have an elderly neighbour who's on their own, who you could just pop it through the door. Or perhaps there's a relative who you haven't seen for a while. We haven't actually got much to do at the moment. So why don't you think about writing a letter? Or if you've got children or you're watching this and you are a child, Don't just write a letter. Draw them a picture. You never know, they might stick up on their fridge or something. We all like receiving letters, proper letters. Why don't we start writing them? Stay safe. God bless.